Hey ladies, it's Miss Hicks. Happy New Year. It is officially 2017. So now it is time for us to get focused. One of the things I want you to focus on as you go into your next semester of schooling is studying. I want you to know that studying is so important. I was always a smart kid growing up, but I did not study. Things came easy to me, but it wasn't until I got to college that I learned that I had to learn how to study. And with the way things are going in education in this day and age, you need to learn how to study at an earlier age than I did, or maybe we previously did. Even if things do come easy for you, it's not good to cram at the last minute the night before, because then you don't really remember things. But studying is so very important. Those things that I studied once I began to learn how to study and the importance of studying has stuck with me years and years afterwards. But we have to learn how to study. It's good to start those study skills in middle school, high school, so that once you go to college, you are really prepared and that you know how to study. People study in different ways, and I always suggest to my students that you find your own way of studying, because what works for one person may not work for another person. I know for myself, I have to have total silence when I'm studying, and I have to really be able to focus. I like to read things out loud and look at them repeatedly, and sometimes writing them down, because a lot of times, and I believe studies have shown that when you write things down, you remember it better. So that is a good way for me to study. But I have students who do very well with noise in the background, listening to music, and they can study, and they do well with that. So you have to find your own rhythm or what works for you when you study. But studying is important, and I don't want you to wait till the last minute or till you get into college like I did to find out, oh, I really have to study this. These are things that I really need to know. And there's so much information that students have to remember in this day and age that it is imperative that you study. As I said earlier, cramming does not work, so don't try to do it. And we all know that cheaters never prosper, so there's no use in cheating, or no need to cheat. It's just wrong. So you've got to learn the art of studying. Some people use flashcards. I know when I took Spanish or I studied another foreign language, I would use flashcards. Study groups are also very good. And many schools around the country offer free tutoring during maybe a study hall time, and even after school. And if you are struggling with something, I always suggest to my students that you ask your teacher for help, because there's not a teacher that I know that would not want to help their students be successful and help them study. So I want you to get into a rhythm, find what works for you, and I want you to start getting into the habit of learning to study now, so that it can help you long into your future. And believe me, you will remember those things that you study long time from now, because I still remember those things that I studied. So going into this new year, make it a goal to make it a habit to study, so that you are really prepared, that you really know the information that you need to know, and so that you won't have to cram the night before. So until then, I want you to study. I want you to be the best you can be. So young queens, wear your crowns and wear them well.